Out number 13 and number 14. Rewriting ties as half and whole notes. So these two exercises don't introduce any new rhythms, but they introduce a new way of writing certain rhythms. So the first thing you're going to notice is that all of a sudden we now have note heads attached to the stems. And that's because we're introducing some new looking notes, namely this one in this example, which need a head. Because in this case, the head is not colored in, it's white inside, and that's different from this note where the head is colored in and it's black inside. And they mean two different things. So, this new type of note right here that I've highlighted in blue is called the half note, and it lasts for exactly as long as two tied quarter notes. So when we tie two quarter notes together and we say ta, in the exact same way, whenever we see a half note, this note with a stem and a white unfilled center, we also say ta. So in these first two measures, this one and this one, the rhythm is actually the exact same. You're just seeing two different ways of writing it. So begin getting used to seeing the half note, this note, to symbolize a note that lasts for two beats, or two of these quarter notes tied together. All right. So number 13, this exercise is 2 lines long. So as soon as you finish the first line, continue on to the second line, and we're going to practice it in the same way we've practiced all our other rhythms. First, we speak it, and then we tap it or clap it. So let's speak rhythm number 13. Here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta-di, ta, ta, ta-di, ta, ta-di, ta-di, ta, 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 ta-di, ta-di, ta, 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 ta-di, ta-di, ta, ta-di, ta, ta, ta. All right. If you didn't practice that before and you were able to get it right on the first try reading with me, congratulations. Nicely done. You did a good job of keeping a steady beat and of looking ahead with your eyes to see what's coming next so that you never have to hesitate or pause to execute the rhythm that's coming up next. All right. Now let's try to tap it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta-di, ta-di, ta, 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 ta-di, ta-di, ta, ta-di, ta, ta, ta. All right. It's a little bit harder to keep track of the long notes when you tap because your tap doesn't have any length. The way that your voice has length when you say ta, you can really hold out a note. When you tap, you just have to make sure that you wait after the tap before the next note to show that the long note has a lot of space and a lot of time all to itself. Okay, number 14 has the same idea, except now we're introducing one more new way of writing a long note. So instead of 4 quarter notes, ta, we have one note that symbolizes all of that, and that is the whole note. And it is the white note. You can tell that there's nothing in the center, it's white inside, with no stem. And usually when it's drawn, you can see that the border is a little bit fatter. It sort of looks a little bit bigger as a circle. So this is called a whole note, and it lasts for 4 counts. Exactly the same thing as 4 quarter notes tied together. So when we reach the whole note, we're going to speak ta. Make it last for 4 counts. All right. This exercise also has some of the half notes the 2-count notes that we introduced in exercise 13, so watch out for those as well. Let's begin by speaking it from the beginning. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, ta-dee, ta. Ta, 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 ta-dee, ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta. All right. If you got that one on the first try, once again, congratulations for doing a good job of reading, looking ahead, keeping a steady tempo, and making sense of all of these new looking notes. Remember, there's no new rhythms. The way you play them is the exact same. It's just that they look different. And in fact, they look simpler. So you're going to get these new symbols under your belt in no time if you focus and keep paying attention. Let's tap it. Here we go. From the beginning, let's tap together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, ta-dee, ta. Ta, 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 ta-dee, ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta. Ta, ta. All right. So that was the tapping. If you stayed with me on tempo, good job. Way to feel the beat happening, even when there's nothing happening on the beat. Right? So when we have a very, very long note, there's nothing happening on beat number 2 or beat number 3 or beat number 4, except for the continuation. The note that you played on beat 1 keeps holding out. So in order to know how long we hold it, we have to keep that internal feeling of a beat happening, even as we're holding a long note and it seems like nothing is happening. So if you did that, congratulations, good job. If you still are a little unsure, rewind the video, listen again, practice again, and you'll get it in no time. All right, happy practicing.